Family and friends, my beloved Alley Cats, welcome back. Had a great week. I hope your guys' week has gone all right. Before we get going, I got a couple announcements I got to make. Tomorrow, I'm putting up a particular video. I've been asked many times, is there like an Amazon out there? Kind of, okay? But I want to show you how you pick up your deliveries. Megatech will deliver, like, let's say to the stadium or to a particular store, and then you meet them there. They'll call you and say, we're 20 minutes out. Now, Temu, which is spelled Temu, my wife uses a lot. We read some bad reviews on Temu, but they worked fine for us. But they will send the package to a courier store, and then you got to pick it up. And I'm going to take you to the store, walk you in the store, and show you everything you need to pick up your packages once you're here, once you're ordering online. I think it's real important. So we're going to go step by step into the store. We go through the whole thing of how you pick up your packages when you get here. I've been asked that a lot. Okay. And also very soon, it's a good question. Don't get me wrong. Okay. I'm not blaming anyone here. Okay. But I always believe that some people online do their best to try to scare you from traveling the world. And I've been asked this question 5 times, so it's got to be out there on the internet somewhere. I got an email today saying, is it true that you can't use toilet paper in your toilet? That you have to have like a poop bucket next to you? No, it's not true. Okay. And if people go, well, the older builds. Now, my last place that we stayed in Toronto was extremely old, very old, to a point. If you go back in my videos, you can hear my water pump screeching in the background. And did it ever clog up? I think twice. And we just took a plunger and it was good to go. Here, it's never plugged up. We go out to restaurants all the time, public restrooms. There's no problems with the toilets. So I'm going to have that short coming up. But tomorrow, I'm going to do the deliveries. Okay. Let me get to some of your questions. I don't want to miss anybody because I bless you for being here. Tana Davison. Hi, everybody. How you doing, Tana? Love doing his classes with you. Okay, the classes are really good. Hope Dennis is doing okay. Faith, Grace Faith. Let me blow up these chats so my old eyes can see better, okay? Grace Faith, hello. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Brett Radar, good to see you. Saying hi to everybody. There's my mom saying hey to Tona and to Brett. Okay. Let me scroll a little bit more. Brett, what are the crowns and numbers about? I think I'm totally guessing on this because I didn't put it there. I think it's automatic. Like number 1, number 2, I think for how many questions you asked. I think that's what it is because it's showing my wife number 1. She's saying hi to everybody typing out. So I think it's how many times that you've asked a question. I think. There's Big John. How you doing? All the way from Cincinnati. Hey, man, I've been hearing some news about Cincinnati. Hoping everything's okay. Okay. It's Allison. Hi, from Lee. How you doing, Allison? Really glad you could be here, okay? Regina saying, hey, Alley Cats, good to see y'all. And Regina, such good news. I'm so proud of you. She's going to be heading off to Japan soon. I know everyone's happy and proud of you, so it'd be really good. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, everything goes perfect for Regina, okay? There's Susan Potter saying hi to everybody. Hello, Susan. Hope you are well. Like I was reading off. I forgot to tell you guys one more thing. Really good news. Where I always say, if you guys come out, if I'm in town, that April and I would love to meet you. And what I mean by that, a lot of times we'll just do a trip and boom, we're out of here. I did book a trip today. We're going to Hungary, Budapest, as a matter of fact. Going to go to the capital. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll be going in Spain for just a few days, but we booked it. It's paid for. It's right after summer. We wanted to wait till just after summer, so a couple days in September. So hopefully I'll be doing a couple of shows in Hungary. I always wanted to go to Budapest. I don't know why. Same thing with Poland. Love Poland. I got to take April back there. We want to go to Romania soon as well. So that's what we got coming up. Let's see some Potter. Hello. Let's say Scrabble Buddy. Hello from California. Where in California are you? April and I, we lived in Victorville for a long time, which is just north of Los Angeles, San Bernardino County. The reason for that, the only place we could afford to buy a home. We bought our first home there in 1988. So I always say, forgive me for saying this, California, I always say we escaped California and went to Texas. It was just affordability. The middle class was destroyed. You're either rich or poor, and I was on the wrong side of the fence. But I hope you're doing well in California. Okay. Leonard. All right. Oops. There we go. Saying hi. How you doing? See, scroll. Let's see. James Campbell, very good, buddy. Good to see you. Down in Panama. Let's see. Hey, everybody. Susan Potter, I say I'm from California. Leonard, can you do me a favor? What is the favor? Please tell me, okay? If it's in my power, if I can do it, as long as it's not anything like computer or anything, and you're talking to a baby boomer, I'm limited. Okay? There's my wife saying hi to Brett. I think it shows interaction. Correct. With the crown and stuff. I didn't do that. I think that's the thing with YouTube now. Dennis Davison saying hello. Hello, Dennis. Hope you're doing well. Leonard, can you make me a favor? Yeah, if it's in my power, but I'm not sure what you're going to ask me to do. So I hate to say yes without knowing what the favor is. James, always good to talk to you, buddy. Panama. Allison, hello, everyone from Florida. Sorry we missed the start. It's okay, Allison, no problem. I'm just happy that you're here, that you're taking time out in your day to say hello. What I love about doing these lives, you guys interact with each other, which I really, really love. I love that because it's not just about me, it's about you. Okay, so hopefully we can all learn from each other, talk to each other, get to know each other. Most of the people here are either planning to move out and retire, or at least getting information on it. So I love it. I love it when we all interact with each other. Okay. Allison C. Hair salons? Yes, there's many. There's many hair salons out here. April's been to 2. One she really liked, one she didn't. You know how it is. You got to pick your favorite ones once you get here. Leonard saying hi. My wife saying hi to everybody. Leonard, hi. Leonard again, hi. There's everyone. My wife saying, hey, James. How's Judy? Yeah, I hope Judy's doing well. Really well. I really hope she does. I saw Judy's last video. Over the Hill Nomads is the name of the channel. Great channel. Judy, you got such a beautiful voice, and I could have sworn your last one you used an AI voice. You used a voice that wasn't yours. You got such a beautiful voice. You know, I would stick with that. Just my personal opinion. Leonard, hey, how you doing? Annette, hi from Broomfield, Colorado. How you doing? Spent a little bit of time in Colorado. A little bit. Beautiful state. Beautiful. It was cold though. I was at Lowry Air Force Base. Gosh, in 1982. I was there for a short time. Boy, did it snow. Boy, was I cold. I wasn't ready for it. Now, to be honest with you. There's Leonard again saying hello. I was saying hello to Leonard. Jack Stevens, hello Patrick. How you doing, Jack? Jack, where are you at? Are you back home now? I know you guys travel a lot. I really admire that. So I hope you and the wife are doing good. Always, like I said, it was an honor to meet you, buddy. Honor to meet you. James Campbell, she's fine. April, how are you? She's good. She's good. Don't you worry about her, James. Good. Let me guess. She went swimming today. Judy teases me. I always tease her. I swear she's part fish. She's like an aqua woman. She has to swim every day. You know, so I think it's wonderful though. But she gives me a hard time because she can't get me in that lake. But I'm going to get there. I promise. I'm going to get there. Leonard saying, do you want to meet? Sure. Like I always say, if I'm in town, you know, that sure. Yeah, I'd like me a cup of coffee if you want a beer or something like that. There's Regina. I'm taking pics of my oversized American furniture to list on Marketplace. It won't fit in a Japanese apartment. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. We do have oversized furniture in America. Oops. See, I always struggle with this when I work the chat, so forgive me. Forgive me, guys. Trying to find out where I was. If I missed someone, please forgive me, okay? Hi, everyone trying to get out of Austin, Texas. This is from Ali. Held up by house renovations to fund our move forward. I feel you, buddy. I feel you. Loving you in Texas, though. But yeah, it's hard to nail down those final moves, buddy, but you can do it. You can do it. I know you can, okay? Leonard, I was the one that was watching your videos. Very good, buddy. Yeah, I'd love to meet you. You know, a cup of coffee, beer, or something. So we'll set something up. If you want, Leonard, email me. It's Roadway, ROADWAY 12345 at yahoo.com. Then we can put together a meetup place, okay? But yeah, I would absolutely love to meet you. It's my wife saying, doing good, James. Are you doing meetups tonight? We figured Piku Piku would be quiet. Yeah. See, what happened is we had like an Alley Cat meetup right after the live. And what happened is we love the Irish pub, but now at this time of year, they're starting to have concerts on the weekend nights. So all of a sudden, half the pub was shut down. The other half was packed. It was really loud. So today, after this live, April and I are going to go have coffee. They do have beer there at Piku Piku. Now, where that coffee shop is, if you're on the beach, okay, and let's say you're at the Poker Deck Hotel and you're looking directly at the water, you go over 2 spots, and that is our coffee place called Piku Piku. Excuse me. And we're going to be out in the center area where the grass is, okay? If you see us, sit down, talk. We'd love to meet you. If not, then April and I are just going to have some coffee. But you guys are all invited to join us if you're here, okay? So that will be right after this live show. Like Poker Deck Hotel, then there's a ice cream place, then Piku Piku Coffee. I did a video on it. Beautiful place, okay? So hopefully you guys can join us right after this live show, okay? Leonard, back then, Leonard again, remember. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. I've been honored to meet such beautiful people. I've been meeting so many people. It's almost a blur. I met a new guy today, Gary. He's living in Florida. He's an Albanian. He's been living in Florida for like 20 years, successful. He's burned out. He wants to come back home permanently. He's here just visiting, though. Like I said, I met a guy I've never met today. So I'm loving it. So, Leonard, if I'm forgetting the video you're talking about, please forgive me. But I'd love to meet you. Glenn, hi. Patrick, Sarasota, Florida. How you doing, Glenn? Hope you're doing well. Florida is beautiful. I was stationed there 1981. Yeah, Patrick Air Force Base, believe it or not. They named the place after me. Now I think it's Patrick Space Base that they turned it into. Let me scroll a little bit here. Let's see, Squabble Buddy. I'm in Monterey right now. I love it, but I'll be moving in with a friend to save money. Good idea. While I become debt-free. Perfect. So I can get to Albania ASAP. Currently have a 2-year plan. Good for you. Key is you're getting out of debt, okay? Which is so hard in America. I mean, they not only teach you to fall in debt, they kind of cram it down your throat. Which, I feel like, but good for you. Get debt-free. And enjoy your life. Get that monkey off your back, buddy. There's my wife saying, howdy, you, Glenn? Then there's Jason Breton. Hi, Patrick. Hope you are doing well. Wife and I have Albania on our short list for retirement in 8 years. Your videos are super helpful. Thank you. My main concern is leaving family a tough balance. Yeah. Believe me, I feel you. The thing is, for April and I, like our son, we were in Texas. Our son moved to Nebraska. Daughter's talking about Florida. They're on the rat wheel too, trying to make a living. You're really not seeing them that much. You know what I'm saying? And also, I hope this doesn't sound cold. There comes a time in your life where you have to put yourself first. Okay. I'm about to turn 62. How many good years do I have left? Good years. I mean, I can still travel. I can still take my wife out. Like I said, we're going to Budapest, Hungary next month for a couple of days. I never thought I'd be able to do that. And we just decided that today, let's go travel. Okay. Once the summer's over, we're going to jump out. We're going to do it. So we're still young enough. We can do that. As we age, then you're going to travel less and less. You become more stagnant. It's just the way it is. But thank you for the kind words, Jason. I really appreciate that. There's Mike. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Michael. Hope you're doing well. Thanks you for being here. Allison, hair salons readily available for women. Yes, I see them everywhere. Now, like I said, April had a good one, and she had one she wasn't real happy with. Okay, it's the same thing with stateside. You fish around to try to find one that you really like. Then you're hooked up. You're good to go. So yeah, there's plenty of hairstyles around. Okay, there's my wife saying howdy to everybody. Donna, hi everyone. We're having dinner at Villa. Oh, I know exactly where it's at, but I haven't been there. Tell me what that place is. That place is rather new. I'm love taking we're taking lessons together to learn how to speak the Albanian language. Dennis is really good. I mean, I should be wearing a dunce hat during this class. Okay, but Dennis is doing good. Chad's doing really good. Okay, there's James. We are recuperating from our walk to Sam Nam yesterday. I bet, man, you guys are cruising everywhere on foot. Loving it though. But I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, James. Grace, what is a good airline to take there from the U.S.? I see. We came over on a ship. We did a repositioning cruise. Okay, we left from Florida and ended up in Rome. And that was really the best thing we did. So the best, I'm really the wrong guy to ask. Okay. Yeah, I'm the wrong guy to ask. I don't want to guess. I don't want to give you bad information, so forgive me. But like I said, look at repositioning cruises. It's a one-way trip across. Okay. Believe it or not, it was very affordable. It was a 12-day cruise. It was one way. Okay. And they reposition it in the spring and in the fall. I think it was $1,300 for a total trip. That's all room and board, all the food. They threw in the drink package, entertainment, so it was a vacation to start a vacation. So if y'all are moving over here or moving to other places, please look for repositioning cruises. You might get a good break. Okay. Allison, thank you. You're very welcome. Ali, I came out with my daughters to scout out Albania last summer, Tirana and Saranda. Didn't make it to Pokerdes at that time, but it looks more my size and landscape. Yeah, it depends on the person. A good friend of mine, Chris Forte, for him, it's Tirana all the way. We're all different. Some people, I call it my Mayberry. Just especially once it's out of tourist season, everyone goes, "Oh, they're going to shut down the city." No, they don't. I was here over the winter. Is there as many fast food places open at that time? No. But for me, it's great. I can't wait to see Opie walking down the street with his fishing pole over his shoulder. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So other than the summer, there's far less people, far less crowded. I love it. For me, it's perfect. For you, what I love is all the cities have a different vibe. So you could find one for you. But what we did is hit Toronto, stayed there 7 months. And in that 7 months time, we traveled like 3 days this city, 3 days that city, 3 days this city, until we found two that we really fell in love with, Skodra and here in Pokerdes. So I ask you to do the same. Just travel around the different cities. There's my wife telling Tona, if you guys are around after the show, we're going to be at Piku Piku Coffee. I love that name. So have a cup of coffee, have a beer. If not, no worries. I'm just letting you know you're all invited. There's a net. Hi there. My partner Tim and I are planning to move to Albania next year. We're curious why you chose Pokerdet. It's not on our radar. Okay, look, I was just saying, Annette, it depends on you. Okay. There's a lot of people that wouldn't like Pokerdet. It's too slow. As I've aged, I like the slower pace. Plus, it's known for having clean air. It's very good for you. A lot of Albanians will come here, particularly in the summer, to get cooled off. Like last year in the summer, Tirana, Berat, Vlora, incredibly hot, to the point where my wife wouldn't come out of the house until sunset. She'd be out in the morning, stay in all day, not come out until that sun went down. It was just too hot. I was forcing myself, to go out, thinking I'd get used to it. I meet Ronnie for coffee or Chris for coffee. But for us, this is perfect. What I strongly suggest you do, though, just because it's perfect for me doesn't mean it's perfect for you. Hit the different cities like we did. And not just spend the day. We spent like 3 days in each city. And if a city really interested in us, we went back to that city a couple of times. Okay. There's Jack Zivas or Delta through Rome. There you go, Jack. Thank you for putting that in. Let me back up. I always do that in the chats here. Forgive me. Let me see. Right here. Leonard, are you? I see Brett's asking, are you troll? I don't think so, Brett. I don't think so. We'll see. I don't remember him, but like I said, I've met so many beautiful people that I don't want to blow somebody off. But we'll see. Molly Patrick, do you get a lot of noise at night from your apartment being so close to the front? No, we're like a street back, so it's perfect. Okay, and we're up really high. The only kind of noise I really get is wind noise sometimes. If it's super windy, I can hear my shutters rattle. You know what I mean? I got really nice storm shutters, but every once in a while you can hear it. But I got a little fan in my room now that I leave on all the time. I sleep right through it. But as far as noise like people or anything like that, no, not at all. Uncle Bull Cow, good afternoon from North Carolina. North Carolina, how are you, sir? I understand you guys went through a pretty good heat wave, if I read the news correctly. So hopefully you're doing all right. There's Regina saying, I saw Andrea's video of a big nope snake in the lake. Do you see snakes in town too? No, I see one, but the little snakes, they want nothing to do with you. They're non-venomous, non-aggressive. I know it's spooky when you see them. Jim and Judy's in the lake every day. She goes, they'll ignore you. So don't worry about it. But I know when you see it, it's kind of freaky. And that one in Andrew's video was pretty big. Yeah, it was pretty big. It was funny. So I feel you, Regina, but honestly, no, don't worry about it. As my wife saying, we will miss you, James. Absolutely. Beautiful couple, over the hill nomads, great couple. Really like them. Very honest, down to earth people. We'll miss them. I think he got another month or two here, though. And hopefully they move here permanently. I hope. There's my wife saying, have never seen a snake, Regina. You know what? It was in what she's referring to. It was in Andrew's video. She did a short on it. Big one too. But no, don't worry about them. They want nothing to do with you. So really, I would tell you if so. Okay, Leonard, the weather is good in it. Yeah, the weather's wonderful in it. What sports do you like? I'm a big hockey and baseball fan. Even though you guys have seen me wearing a lot of soccer jerseys right now. Reason for that, the wind blows right through here. It doesn't show sweat. So in the summer, these jerseys are perfect. Okay. There's my wife saying howdy to Bull Cow. That's Glenn. All right. Glenn, doing great, Patrick. Will you be in town the first week and first half of September? We are thinking about a visit to Toronto and Poker Desk. Glenn, I just announced, I'm not going to say the exact days. Why? Because on social media, I hate to say when I'm leaving town on particular days. So like I'm leaving here, coming back here, my home's empty. I'm a little paranoid about that. I am planning a trip, though. It's already booked. I'm going to Hungary. I'm going to Budapest, Hungary in September. Okay. I'll let you know when I'm back. Okay, that's the best way I can put it. Just for a couple of days. I'm just going for a couple of days, Glenn. But I would love to meet you. I really would. Mark Moody. Hello, Patrick. We finally got our house sold. Yes. We'll be heading over to Scotia. Oh, I love Scotia. In early October. Holly and I are looking forward to sipping a Rocky with you in April in the not too distant future. Mark, sounds friggin' perfect. I'm so happy you got your house sold, buddy. Got to be a little bit of a tough market for a while, but I'm happy. I'm really happy for you, Mark. You're getting close, buddy. You're getting close. There's Webster, late but here. Hi, folks. How you doing, Webster? Great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you are doing well. And speaking of which, New Life Albania is in the house. Andrea's in the house. Saying hi to Webster. And there's my wife congratulating Mark. My wife saying hi to Webster. Dennis Davison. Vitamin Dairy, Patrick. You're very welcome, sir. Let's scroll this up here. Jack Z's Turkish Air. Okay, Jack likes taking Turkish Air. Jack, you're talking about from the States? I think that's the question the young lady was asking. I've heard great things about Turkish Air. You're not the first to bring that up. So I appreciate you. Jack, thank you for any information you can give. I appreciate it. And to all of you, let's share information. We get smarter together, okay? His wife's saying hi to Dennis. Michelle Lang, hi, we will be there in 28 days. Are you recruiting alley cats? Absolutely. The more alley cats we get, the better. Thank you for saying that. That's very cute. I like that. Yeah, I got a video, like I said earlier, coming out tomorrow. We're going to go down the street. I'm going to show you how to pick up your deliveries here. We're going to go into the store. I went in and what I had to do in order to retrieve a package that my wife bought online from Temu, because when you guys get here, then you're going to know how to shop online, how to pick up your packages, and like Megatech delivers it to you. We're going to go through that. I'm going to post that tomorrow for you guys, okay? Andrea saying hi. Dennis, you and Craig need the advanced placement class. Very good. Jack Zivas or Delta through Rome. Okay. I only traveled Delta once, and I didn't like it. It was weird. I was going Texas to California, and my connecting flight was in Minnesota, which made no sense to me, but I understand it's just Delta. So I went Dallas, Fort Worth, Minnesota, Southern California. Craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, but Delta. James Davis, hello, brother, from Panama. We moved back to our house in Los Alamos. Okay, great. Great information from James for Panama. We looked hard at Panama. If you guys got any questions about Panama, they got a great retirement visa. That's the guy to go to. Really nice guy, James Davis. Okay. There's Mike. How's the language learning going? I've been using chat app to learn a little before arriving. Mike, I'll be straight up honest with you. I'm struggling. I know the catch. When I say shouldn't say catchphrase, I know the polite words. But actually holding a conversation with somebody, I'm struggling. I'll just be honest with you. So we've had our second class with our teacher now. She's being so sweet. She got us children books. that it's like for 3-year-olds and above. I should be at the 2-year-old. Okay. No, Craig's doing well at it. Dennis is doing really well at it too. But I'm struggling with it. I'm just being honest with you. But we started taking these classes. I think it's respectful to at least try to learn the language. Even what I tell people is, please, learn the word please, thank you, how you doing, hello, goodbye, words like that. At least, show that respect and you'll get it tenfold back here. That's what I love. But I'm struggling with language, Mike. I did it again with that scroll, man. Okay, Grace. Thanks, Jack. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Jet. Donut, I'm still working on that. Thank you, but I'm sorry down, Pat. You've got I'm sorry down. Yeah, I got to learn that one too. But man, Dennis is doing really good. Craig's doing really good. Okay. Grace Faith, is Toronto more dry heat? How is the humidity in Poker Deck with the lake there? Surprisingly, Grace, I expected higher humidity. It's not. It is much cooler. Toronto more dry heat. All I know is Toronto's hot, man. Toronto's hot. It's summer. I think last week they hit 104 Fahrenheit. Definitely upper 30s in the Celsius range. Like I said, April wouldn't go out at night. The other thing we noticed here, which April and I, we forgot about, and then we started talking about, in Toronto, mosquitoes were just eating April alive. Okay, just eating her alive. And here in Poconos, nothing. No mosquitoes. So it's a big plus. The only thing negative for me coming to Poker Desk, I'm allergic to something here. I don't feel it in any other part of the country, but something here I'm allergic to. So I take allergy medicine every day now, and doing that, I'm fine. But I would say that's the two things for me. I'm struggling with the language, but many people speak English here, so don't worry. I just think it's respectful to learn your language. And like I said, at Poker Desk, I'm allergic to something. I don't know what it is, but with the allergy medicine, I'm good. Regina, I know how April feels about that heat. I'm not a huge fan either. Maybe if I had Vegas-style Misty fans for the patio. That's actually a good idea, Regina. That's actually a real good idea. All right. Oh, I don't want to blow it on these chats again. Okay, Faith, that's coming from my wife. Faith, really no humidity here to speak of. Yeah, absolutely not. So it is dry. As soon as the sun sets here, you could really feel it cool off. This Michelle, don't put yourself in a box, man. Baby boomers can learn to use the computer too. Yeah, years ago though, I was on top of it. Now I admit, I've slipped a great deal. When people talk about editing videos and stuff, I just trip out. Like Andrew's really good at it. There she is right there coming up. New life in Albania. It was a little baby snake in her video. I thought the thing was a decent size, but they ignore you. Don't worry, they're non-venomous, they're not aggressive. They're going to leave you alone. Like I said, because Judy swims daily, and probably 2 to 3 times a day. She's always dragging Jim in that lake, whether he likes it or not. She's been begging me to get in there. She's part aqua woman. Just what she is. Let's see. There's coming from Webster. Is the language class at the 7 open or is it a private class? Webster, it's open. You're more than welcome to join us. It's Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning at the 7. Sitting outside, you're more than welcome to join us. Okay. Besides the teachers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us, it's a wide open class. So if you want, please join us. It'd be wonderful. Scroll a little bit. Regina, I don't want to meet the daddy snake. You'll be okay, Regina. I promise. There's James Campbell. There was a guy in St. Nome yesterday who caught a snake and was carrying it around the beach. Gave it to some kids. They are harmless. There you go. Perfect. Let me read that again from James. There was a guy in St. Nome yesterday who caught a snake and was carrying it around the beach and gave it to kids. They are harmless. Thank you, James. But I feel you. If I'm looking at a video, I'm seeing snakes crawling through. I'm gonna be taken back myself until it gets explained to me that it's nothing. Urban, hello, Patrick. Hello, Urban. Please tell me, for a man that walks a lot, how come you don't get a suntan? Very good. Reason being, if you could see it, a few years ago, see that spot right here? I developed skin cancer. Okay. And a lot of it trucking because my left arm's on the window, but also in my teenage years, I spent a lot of time in California. I was out on the beach chasing girls. This is what I get. You see what your women have done to me. So my dermatologist said, you've damaged your skin. So what I do is I'm wearing Sunblock 50. Okay. Put it on the back of my neck. I got my big straw hat, protect my bald head and protect my face. But the reason for that is, like I said, I had a little bit of skin cancer. I had that taken care of. I had to go see my dermatologist, like, God, every 3 months for a couple of years. And I've seen a dermatologist here as well, but I've been told it damaged my skin. I don't want any more skin cancers, so that's why I wear Sunblock 50. Don't feel better, Irvin, for asking that question. Don't feel bad. Okay. Oh, I'm saying private website. No. Anyone could join Webster. Thanks for letting me know, April. It's not private. Okay. You're more than welcome to join us. That's why I'm saying hi to Irvin. Jaxias from Boston. My wife's from Boston. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. My wife is from Boston. She'd love to sit down and talk to Jack. I should say she was born there. And I just blew it on the scroll again. Why not? There's Michael Lane. Turkish Air does not allow pets, even in cargo. We had an issue last year. Thank you for saying that. That's good information to learn on this channel. I appreciate you. And there's my wife saying, Piku meetup after a live stream. Yes, if you're just coming in, we're going to meet up at a coffee shop. I was meeting at the Irish pub, but from now on through the rest of the summer, they're having concerts there, little concerts. So it's quite loud. They took away half the place for the concerts. So it's really packed in there. So we're going to be having coffee at Piku. And that is a place I did a video on. If you don't know, you can look up where the Pokedet Hotel is. And if you're facing the lake, you're facing the water, 2 spots over is Piku. It's a coffee shop. They do sell beer there. After this live stream, April and I would be there. I hope some of the alley cats can show up. It'd be wonderful. Okay. Webster, 2 problems I'm having is that when I speak Albanian, people don't seem to understand me. My pronunciation seems off. Natural. So is mine. I get it. I think, though, that no matter what, they're appreciating you, that you are trying. Okay. I've talked to a few, and they've told me a lot of times the Italians, when they come over, I'm half Italian, not putting anything down, but they said they'll be here forever and won't even try to speak one word. Not one thank you, not one please. I'm not saying it about every Italian. I'm just telling you what a couple of Albanians have told me. So Webster, the important thing is that you're trying. I'm sure they appreciate that. The other problem that's come from Webster is working on listening comprehension. It's one thing to speak, but have to understand how people respond. Sure, it's going to take time. Like I said, I'm struggling with it, So believe me, you'll be okay, Webster. You'll be okay. There's my wife. We get the same thing, Webster. Yeah, absolutely. But as long as you're trying, and they see that, it's respectful. Andrea from New Life in Albania. Craig and I aren't going to make the meetup tonight. No problem. We aren't in town. Okay, that's right. You're in the village of Craig. But we'll be there next weekend. And Jesse will be there too. Yes. Andrea's son is coming back in town. He's been in the States for a while. Great guy. Miss the kid. When I say kid, he's a young man. But for me, he's a kid because I'm old. Okay, but I'm glad Jesse's coming home. I know Andrea is excited about that too. Because Andrea said she can't make it tonight. So there's my wife saying, Andrea, excuses. Let's see. Webster, I think Albanians are too polite to correct one's pronunciations, but without corrections, you have trouble improving. What I've tried to do, I'll look at like really young, like 20 or younger, or even some kids. And I'll ask, do you speak English? And they speak English better than I speak English. And I'll ask them a word or how do you say this? At Piku, the place we're going, he has a son, a really great kid, always teases me about what jerseys I'm wearing, but I'll ask him, a couple of questions about the language, and he tries to teach me. So they're very nice. Just, like I said, just ask, be polite, and you'll be okay. There's Andrea's laughing. We will spend twice as long next week in April. Let's see. My wife's saying true to Webster. Rushi, hello. April and Patrick, how are you? Very good, Rushi. Thank you for coming. I hope you're doing okay. Very good of you to drop in. Thank you so much. It means a great deal to me. Donna from Wisconsin. I was giving her a hard time about her Wisconsin accent. In love. Okay, Donna? In love. Love that Wisconsin accent. Let's see. Our waiter said he's watched Patrick's channel. We told him about Andrew's and Craig's channel. Thank you so much, Donna. I very much appreciate that. Rushi, how's life treating you, April? There's Andrea from New Life in Albania. Gina, the good news is we've never seen snakes while hiking. Yes, we tend to go crawling through the woods. They do. I mean, Andrea just go right through the bush. She don't care. She's just gonna plow right through there. Good for her though. Tough girl. Tough girl. Oops. Don't did it again. Where did I leave off? Trying to get back to it. Every time I touch the chat, it scrolls up too much. Come on. Awesome, Rushi. How about you? Okay, my wife's saying hello to Rushi. Andrew's saying they are, Rushi, very cute. Rushi, we are pushing through the final years of work. April, it's so tough and tiring. Rushi, I feel you. I got so burnt out, and I know April did too. They're trying to push April to do 16-hour work days at the sheriff's department. And I was like, no way. My place closed down. And I was seeing to start all over. And I was with this company for 32 years. And I was with trucking for 35. And I was just done. I had nothing left in the tank. I feel you. I just couldn't start over. But fortunately, I was old enough where I could pull the ripcord on the pension. Okay, so I got lucky to happen when it did. Maybe it was a blessing. Maybe I was supposed to get out of there. But the last final years, believe me, I know what you're feeling. Rushi, I saw your video, Andrea, which made me worry to swim there if I ever make it there. No, you'll be fine. Don't worry about those snakes. Non-aggressive, non-venomous. There's my wife. It will get easier, Rushi, one day at a time. Absolutely. And there's Andrea saying thank you to Donna. Scroll up here. Whoop. Glenn, how do you recommend traveling Toronto to Poker Desk? By bus? By bus, Andrea's done that a few times. I take a cab, which you're going to pay. The good news is it takes me right to the front door. Now, from here, I've taken buses to Korcha. It was very cheap. It was like $5 for both of us. I've taken buses from Toronto to Skodra. Very cheap. I think that was $7 a piece. But from here in Toronto, I've always taken a cab just out of convenience sake. They'll pick me up when I want to, take me right to the front door where I want to go. It's a little bit quicker too. And you got to be careful. And I'm not going to say every place is utopia. Okay, I don't want to come across like that. Some of the buses have air conditioning. Some don't. And it's August. That's taking a cab. Okay. That's taking a cab. It'll cost you anywhere between $70, $80, but to me, it's worth it in the summer. That's just me personally. Okay. Glenn Reynolds. Whoops. Did it again. Glenn Reynolds. Hi, Patrick. April. Wish we could join you for the Alley Cat Coffee. We didn't want to leave and can't wait to get back there permanently. That's all right, Glenn. I feel you. I'm hoping you're coming back permanently. Do you have a set time schedule that you're at? So I'm hoping things work out for you. Regina, I like that potted palm behind you. There must be a place for that kind of thing. Yeah, April ordered that from Megatech. It's a fake plant. But I always like that. I always like having a plant in the house. Real ones just we can't make them survive, so we just every once in a while get a fake plant. Every place we've had like a fake plant. But I like that palm tree too, very much. Thank you. Let's see. Is a PQ kid the one who teases you about my soccer jersey on the one of your videos as he rode by on his bike? There's been a couple of videos where the kids will get on me. I'll wear the soccer jersey, like it's a messy jersey, and they'll start chanting stuff like that. So, I don't know because the kid does tease me about my soccer jersey, but a lot of them do. And I got from Germany, United Emirates, Spain. They like Spain here for some reason. I got Tirana. I don't have Poker. I asked, and I can't find any place that sells Poker soccer jersey. Go figure. But we got Spain, Emirates, Italy, United Emirates. Like I said, they like Barcelona. So every once in a while, I'll flip out a jersey and like, oh no, don't wear that. It's kind of like a joke. Let's see. Megatech Regina, yep. I'm always saying where she got that palm. That's behind me. There's Andrea. I don't recommend the bus in the summer. Yeah. I think she was on one with Jesse, if I remember. Oh no, with Craig. And it had no air conditioning, so they were sending me pictures of it freezing or sweating, and I was sending them pictures by my air conditioner saying how cold it was, just trying to tease her back and forth. So always a fun time. There's Regina saying thanks to April. Donna, it's the nose. So, and don't you knows? Yeah. And yeah, you're talking about your accent. I know what you're saying there. I was going to try to imitate it, but I can't do it right now. There's Glenn Rail, 6 years to retirement. It'll go by quick, buddy. And then when it comes, that last year is just you. It feels like a sprint. You're sprinting towards the finish line. Hard to explain. Uh, and all of a sudden, all the years you spent accumulating stuff, and we get it down to 4 suitcases and 2 backpacks. So you're giving away all your tools that you've collected for your entire life. For the women, all of April's kitchen stuff that she collected, stuff like that. So a lot of times it's hard to do, but necessary. And there's a freedom of it too. But the more stuff you get, the harder it is to take care of, to insure, to fix. But coming down to a little bit of a minimalist lifestyle is a blessing. It truly is. Like I said, we have our own place now. We're buying things to replace a lot of April's kitchen stuff, but we'll never go back to the way it was. Okay, and it's a good life, man. I'm digging it. There's Jack Zebas. Do you guys flying Ryan or Wizz Air? I've flown Ryan to Poland. We're going to take Ryan again on our trip to Hungary. Okay. The only thing with Ryan, and I understand it, they nickel and dime you along the way. So I get you. But other than that, the good news is if you only go for 3 or 4 days, I just need a backpack. Just throw it up ahead or underneath the seat in front of you. So that's the beauty of 3 to 4 days. When people go, well, you can't see everything in that country or city in 3 or 4 days, right? Come back. Like I plan on going back to Poland. April's never been there, so I'm gonna take her back to Krakow. I fell in love with Krakow. But Jack, yeah, we took Ryan, and I haven't taken Wizz. A lot of people hate Ryanair. I think it's because they nickel and dime you, and then charge a little extra if you pick your seat and stuff like that. But it's only a 2-hour flight. Rushi, I heard Wizz Air is pretty rough. Them and Ryanair are the cheapest. The good news is when you hear about is it rough over here, once you're in Europe, you can hit just about any city in 2 hours. So it's really you're not on the plane that long. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a 6-hour flight or 8-hour flight. 2 hours, it's doable. Dennis Davison, 300 left to Toronto one way. There you go. Oh, are you talking about the buses? Okay. I think that's what he's talking about. S. Webster. The texts I've taken to and from PokerDet haven't turned the AC on. I've had to ask them to, and they'll do it. Okay? Ask them to turn it on either. But at least there are fewer bodies with body heat. Exactly. Nothing's worse than if you're on a bus, it's hot in the summer, and someone's not wearing antiperspirant deodorant. And you're trapped on a bus. Okay? So I feel you. It doesn't happen all the time. I'm not putting anything down. I'm just saying. Okay. Brett Radar. How much is a taxi? It depends on where you're going. In town, in Toronto, I was taking taxis, $5-6, 500, 600 lek. Stay inside the city, and that's the largest city here. I don't need a taxi in PokerDash. We could walk everywhere. Okay, so in the city, no, I take it, especially during the summer if I'm leaving the city. But we bused to Korcha. I think that was $5 for the both of us. But taking the bus to Korcha, but that's a short ride. I want to say 45 minutes, if I remember. Regina, Tanatona, apple pie without cheese is like a kiss without a squeeze. Go Badgers. I love that. Great personality, Regina, as always. Let's see. Webster saying hi to Brett. Runs around 7,000, 9,000 lately. Yep. For the taxi. Nice to get to Toronto from here. But like I said, they'll pick you right up at your house. And your WhatsApp box, you got location, tap it, send it to your taxi. He'll know exactly where to come to pick you up. And then I show him my address on my cell phone, where I want to be. He'll drop you off right at the front door. Andrea, Brett, I have a guy that charges $60 for a ride from PokerDesk to Toronto, but they can run a meter and it will be about 110. Yeah. Andrea and I have a guy from Toronto, as well as we have a taxi cab driver here that we like to use. And we have him on our WhatsApp. Oops. I got it. Does PokerDesk have a sister time? Sarita, I'm not sure I understand what you're asking me. Please forgive me. Brett Radar, thanks, Andrea. Grace Faith, do you know about having to hostile documents before you arrive in Albania in order to apply for residency? The best thing I can tell you, I'll say this over again, I'm not trying to dodge your question. Once you're here, see a lawyer. If you're talking about apostilles, bring every document you got, okay? But once you get here, see an immigration lawyer. We saw 3 and picked one that speaks really good English. Not just that, the news was so good, I was shocked. There are many ways to get residency here. I can't get into it because I don't want to start an argument. Everyone's different, but I'm begging you, see an immigration lawyer. And don't wait. The second day I arrived in this country, I was in a lawyer's office in the chair sitting in front of him. A lot of times, too, they don't want to give you information over the phone or over email. And the reason being is I was told by my lawyer, please don't give out my information. I said, why? I'd give you free advertisement. He goes, I was getting bombed with emails from a different guy. And the people that ask the most questions are the ones that never come out. But if you come out and you sit in that chair right in front of him, he's going to fight for your business. He knows you're serious. You're here in country. You're sitting in that chair in front of him, and they'll give you free information. And then, because like I said, they want your business. Okay, Grace, I hope that answered your question, honey. I'm sorry I can't get into it. Just see a lawyer as soon as you get her. It'll be good. Glenn Reynolds, we took a hot Sprinter bus twice in Toronto to Pogadas. Okay, and Pogadas to Korcha, cheap but hot in the summer. We took a taxi from Korcha to Toronto, and they were reasonable, 120 AC, direct to the hotel. Yeah, that's a good thing with the taxi. Forgive me. When I'm traveling to another city, I'm on vacation, and I'll admit it. I'll splurge a little bit, I'll splurge a little bit getting and going there, especially in the summer. Me personally, okay? So I'm saying we did not faith. Andrea, it depends on the permit, Grace. Yeah, she's talking about getting your residency. I needed a possible employment contract for the digital nomad. Yeah, she's going for the digital nomad visa. But Grace, bring over every document you can. If you can get it apostle, please do so. But see that lawyer. Don't procrastinate. Like I said, the second day I was in country, I was in a lawyer's office. Okay. Grace Faith, I can't locate the actual website to get the true info. I emailed the Albanian embassy in DC, but no reply yet. Okay, I can't locate the actual website. Grace, once you get here, okay, look up visa immigration lawyers and go there. Sit down with them. It's the best thing I could tell you to do. There's so much bad information online. I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction. Dennis Davison, apostle, notary. Like I said, you're going to have to ask your lawyer. Bring everything you need to. Birth certificate, marriage certificates. I even brought my social security card, didn't need it. Any college you did, I was surprised at that. My visa lawyer said, you got any college education? You got any certificates like that? I didn't. But I said, I got my DD Form 214 when I got out of the service. He goes, send me a copy. Grace Faith. I can't locate the actual website. All right, Dennis Apostle Notary. Grace Faith Apostilled. Grace Faith birth certificate. Dennis Poe. Exact. Poe means yes. They all asked for Andrea. They asked her for her apostle background check. You can get an affidavit from the U.S. Embassy in lieu. Yes, you can. Did I? Nope. I never had to do that. That's why I don't want to give you bad information. I'm not saying hers is bad. No, hers is good. But there's different visas to get. Okay, but please see a lawyer. Unfortunately, no Dennis Pastille is another layer of a headache. Yep. Glenn Reynolds, yes, the liberation of paring down all your belongings is liberating. We did it once already to get my master's in Germany. Very good. Yes, you've been through this, but you got this. Dennis and okay, Andrea. Michelle Lang, can you share what's the app for a taxi to Toronto Pogadas, please? Okay, I didn't use an app. What I did was once in Toronto and I started taking taxis. Some of them drove like crazy. I thought a few overpriced me. When I had a couple that charged me right and I think they drove safely, I asked for their business card. Most of them have a business card. The others that don't, they'll at least give you their WhatsApp number, and that's how we picked our taxi cab drivers. Okay, So I think Andrea does have a taxi cab app. I think I got one on my phone. But once I got my Toronto taxi guy and I got my Poker taxi guy, those are the only two I need. It's the only two I need. There's Andrea saying, yes, I couldn't agree more. Please see a lawyer. I made the mistake of trying to do it. This is Andrea talking. Let me repeat that. Said, yes, I can't agree more. Please see a lawyer. I made the mistake of trying to do it on my own. Ended up getting the lawyer anyways. She would have saved money if I just went ahead and got a lawyer from the start, from the go, she said. So, yeah, that's the best thing I could tell people too. Only being, guys, there's so much bad information online. And the other thing that I'll stress, and I'll say this about myself, something that important you shouldn't get from a YouTuber, okay? That's the best thing I can tell you. I want to steer you in the right direction. Please see a lawyer, okay? There's Annette. What's the best way to find an apartment? Is there any online service using an agent from some kind, word of mouth, etc.? First Airbnb for a couple of days until you arrive. But once you are there, I don't have my wallet on me. But Illyrian Home, you can email them illyrianhome.al, not .com. Okay, it's .al for Albania. So if you don't even use them, those are our guys I love and trust. Century 21 is big here. Get a realtor. Most of the places you see online are a very small amount of places that are actually up for rent. A lot of places here that are not online. Sometimes the ones online are overpriced. Okay, but once you're here, get a realtor. Okay, get a realtor. Okay, it's the best thing I can tell you to do. The best thing I did, and also, piece of papers wrapped around telephone poles. Hey, apartment for rent, a 2-for-2, meaning 2-bedroom, 2-bath, stuff like that. But get a realtor. Okay, what we did, we got to Airbnb, and I was rushing through. Within a week, I saw auditors. I wanted for tax reasons. Saw 3 visa lawyers, and I picked my realtor, and we were off to the races. Okay. Will do, Patrick. I will bring all the possible documents that I think you might need. Yes, just bring everything you got. Okay, best thing I can tell you. There's Andrea saying, yeah, she did have at Mere Taxi. I've never used it. I'll never use it again. Okay, no good, Andrea. Rushi's asking. There's Mike. Grace Face. When did I get my scouting? When I did my scouting trip, the lawyer said some visas, including DNV, required apostilles. FBI background check. The business visa didn't require it. There you go. Business visa did not require it. Lawyers are inexpensive here, correct. They don't charge by the hour. They charge by the event or whatever you're trying to get them to do. Okay. Andrea, one time I was picked up by a taxi cab driver and she told me about this. Scared Tara. Let me see what she said. If you've been driving in Toronto, you can imagine why a car, she was in Tesla, why a car that goes 0 to 60 in 2 seconds is a bad idea. It was the scariest ride of my life. I remember when she came back and told me about it. She goes, never again. Like I said, you're gonna start taking taxis, and some of them are gonna scare the tar out of you. You might have a couple that'll charge too much, and then you're gonna find a couple that are great. And get that business card, or get their WhatsApp number. Okay, that's what we did. James, taxis love to overcharge. Love to overcharge. Tourists, beware. Absolutely. That's probably the only time I really think I get overcharged here. Is really just taxis. If I think, like, let's say a business I think didn't give me a square deal, do I get mad? Nope. I always tell myself, I live here. I'm not just a tourist. You just lost a good customer. I'll just never shop there again. Okay. Or the taxi cab driver, I'll never use you again, buddy. But I'm not here for a month. I live here. Okay. I don't tell them that. I just think that. Okay. So I don't want to cause any trouble. Madam, hello. I'm late as usual. Don't worry about it. But at least I made it, and you're looking handsome as usual. God bless you. It's an inside joke I got going with Madam. If you guys don't know, it was a while back, and we were doing a live with Andrea, and she complimented Andrea and didn't compliment me, and so I gave her a hard time about it. So that's why she's saying that. But I love you, Madam. I love you. I love you. Thank you, and welcome. Don't worry about being late. Okay, I love having that inside joke with you. Dennis, our B&B host, had an apartment that we decided to rent from. Very good. Very good. Good to see you, Dennis. Over the Hill Nomads. Yep. See everyone soon. We miss seeing the Alley Cats and our pop-up cat, Patrick and April, and Patrick and his sidekick, April. Yes. Judy, is that you? You have such a sweet voice. Okay. And Tim, what are the approximate fees for attorney for residency? Varies. I've seen some are 200. I've seen 400. I've seen 1,500. Like I said, I saw 3 lawyers and then picked one. Okay, that's what I did. And I started on the second day I arrived here. Okay, 200, 400. You might even go as high as $500. Okay, but sit down and ask them, and don't just go. What visas can you do for me? 1 year, 5 year, 3 year. What can you do for me? Okay, and once you're sitting in that chair, he's going to fight for your business. Okay, but see a couple of lawyers, man. Okay, Tim, what are private fees? Yeah, Glenn, in the winter, how is Polka Desk? Is everything closed down? Is your favorite coffee shop still open? What about the Change restaurant? Okay, first question. How's the winter in Polka Desk? It snowed 3 times. You do need a jacket. The snow was just enough to make it pretty. It would melt off in 2 or 3 days, inch, maybe 2 inches, which I love, just made it pretty. Second question, is everything closed down? No. I'd say the fast food places were closed down. That's about it. My favorite coffee shop still open? Yep. Both PQ and the one down by the water still open the whole time. The Change restaurant open year round. And I was here during the winter. It was open year round. There's my wife saying, hey to MMM, which is Mad Madam. Mad Madam, I hope you are putting your new barbecue into good use. We are grilling burgers today, and I'll be thinking of you. Please do. I got a small grill. We got it on Andrea's beautiful balcony. I've only used it once so far, but Jesse's coming back. So I know we're going to be firing it up, man. There's Andrea. Yes, we need some barbecue. Yeah, we'll be doing it, especially with Jesse coming back. Everyone misses it. That's my wife saying, hey, for Over the Hill Nomads. Yeah, they're such a nice couple. They're here for at least another month. Mad I'm saying hello to my wife. My wife saying agreed, barbecue. Mad Madam, hello, Andrea. New Life, Albania. Andrea, yes, we will keep us grilling. And Jesse will, is what she's trying to say. Guys, it's been about an hour. I think I'm going to wrap it up, okay? So in about 15 minutes, I'm going to be at PQ Coffee Shop. If you guys are in earshot and want to say hello, please stop by. Like I said, if you're at the Polka Desk Hotel and looking straight out at the water, it's like 2 spots over. And I'm going to try to be in the center area out in the grassy, in between the water and the restaurant or the cafe, okay? We're going to be right there. We'll spend a little bit of time. Abel's got to get ready. We'll probably leave here in about 15 minutes. Okay. And Rushi, is Jesse homesick? Yep, absolutely. Alexei, thank you. Look forward to meeting everyone once I get there. Thank you for being here, guys. Like I said, tomorrow I'll be putting up that video of how to picking up your deliveries here. So when you guys get here, you know how to order online. You know how to pick up your deliveries. Okay. So my wife saying thank you, everyone. Andrea, y'all had fun tonight. See you next week. Bye, everybody. Michelle Lang, thank you, everybody. We hope to meet you soon. Ed, always great to see these chats. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Ed. Annette, thank you so much. Mary, thanks. Really enjoy your live streams. Really enjoy you guys being here. If you guys wouldn't be here, there would not be a live stream. Thank you. Okay. Mike, thanks, April. Thanks, Patrick. What's the deal? Bye, everybody. Love you guys. See you next Saturday. Look, I put that video up tomorrow. Okay. We're going to do that. And love it. And I'm out. Okay. See you guys later. All right. Love you. All right. Bye-bye. Bye.